Sangston at $8 million, looking to add the AJC Sires produce to his Golden Slipper win.
350 left to go. Snippets in front, Marauding coming at him. Flotilla's running a good race. Lygon Arms getting up on the inside, and further out is Omnicore and Mighty Willem. Marauding chasing Snippets. Snippets a half length on Marauding, struggling to reach him, and Peter Cook accelerates on Snippets, and Snippets has raced away from Sky Chase and Marauding, and Snippets wins the Sires. Snippets has beaten Sky Chase and Marauding.
Snippets with Peter Cook in the saddle, I should say, started at 9 seconds. Sky Chase at 11-2 and Marauding 2-1 finished third. The feature race at Caulfield today was the Easter Cup over 2,000 metres with Globetrotter sent out favourite. Here's the ABC's Greg Miles.
Into the straight, and the Cundras come with a run to hit the lead. With it all Spades and Dandy Andy in the centre, followed further back in the field by Alternate and Globetrotter. Dandy Andy and All Spades together, they've beaten off Nakundra. Dandy Andy and All Spades a length and a half in front now. It's Dandy Andy's got his nose in front, fighting back All Spades, but Dandy Andy's won it by a nose to All Spades. 2 lengths away third, then came Alternate.
And it was Dandy Andy at a handy 9-2, All Spades at 14s and Alternate at 8-1. Globetrotter was the unplaced favourite at 3-1. The daily double from the Heath today for the numbers 8 and 12. Dandy Andy and Corona Miss paid $141.20, and the quaddie for 7, 8, 1 and 7 returned $346.50. Well, despite the withdrawal of top fancy Gallywood, the Great Eastern Steeple at Oakbank in South Australia had an outstanding replacement as favourite, the New Zealander Spring Fortune.
This leader's gone via the Cape, Locopolis. He's gone to the outside fence. He can't get him back into the race, and he's pulling him out of it now. And as they come down the straight, on the inside, Contract, one of the leaders. With over on the outside is Sir Springoff. Cosbar getting onto the heels of Duke of Cumberland. Nearly fell on the flat. The rider is hanging on grimly. He's been buffeted again by Lazy River. He's been tipped out. Oh, he did everything but stick there. He needed Araldite. And the leader, Red Roti. Contract's out of business. There's one down. Crashing at that one, Sir Springoff. Horse is okay. On his feet, the rider conscious. 2 chances down the hill. They've got 3 more to jump in the Dandy Hams Great Eastern, and the leader dashed away. He's gone like a sprinter. Spring Fortune jumped it well. 5 in front. Second placing, Red Roti. 15 lengths away, Lazy River, Tariff, and then Region. He's got the Great Eastern parcelled up. He's coming away now. Red Roti battles on well. 12 lengths away to Tariff, but what an almighty run. He goes to the line, eased down, and wins by 15 lengths. Spring Fortune wins it easily.
Spring Fortune was at 3's favourite, with Red Roti second at 9-2 and Tariff third at 8-1. And finally, racing tomorrow is at Moonee Valley, and following the success...
Snippets and Dinky Fly. He was then sick and couldn't ride Princely Heart when he upset Placid Arc. Let's go to Randwick. It was a day of sensations, and the first of them came when Snippets was too good for Marauding.
At the 200, Snippets still in front, Marauding trying to get to him. Sky Chase is coming through behind them, but Snippets has booted. He's got them beaten. Snippets is clear. Marauding and Sky Chase can't pick him up. Can he run 1,400 metres? I'll say he can. And Snippets beats Sky Chase. Marauding, I think, has just lasted for third in front of Bozam.
Bart Cummings has 2 very good 2-year-olds, Sky Chase and Bozam, who ran home well. To race 5, the Queen Elizabeth Stakes, our Waverley Star was 9-2 on and favourite.
Waverley Star's gone. Limitless shot past Royal Sceptre with 100 to go. Dinky Flyer is rocketing down the outside. Limitless in front. Dinky Flyer is coming at it now. Dinky Flyer lunging at Limitless and got there on the line. Dinky Flyer in the last stride got up to win it and nose to Limitless to give Peter Cook a big double at Randwick.
And you remember how unlucky she was on Saturday in the Doncaster, so she backed up really well. To the Rothwell's Galaxy, Placid Arc the favourite at 7-4. Cook was sick, he couldn't ride Princely Heart. John Marshall got the ride.
Placid Arc in front of the 200. He's gone for the whip on it. Princely Heart and At Sea on the outside are trying to get to him. Placid Arc is starting to feel the pinch. Princely Heart inch by inch is wearing him down. At Sea on the outside can't get to them at the moment. Placid Arc and Princely Heart are going to fight it out. Princely Heart put his head in front right on the line, and Princely Heart won the Galaxy. Princely Heart by a neck to Placid Arc. At Sea in third place wanted to bore off the...
I think when we look back at that race, it will be one of the most memorable sprints ever run in Australia. 3 outstanding horses, 1, 2 and 3. The quaddie on 2,365, 2,978.30. Daily double at Randwick on 6 and 5, 24.10. And the extra double on 3 and 2, $26.60. Caulfield today, Easter Cup Day. The first car is Magic. Robbie Griffiths, the winning jockey, looks very good first up at 13-2. Liberty Slipper 9-4 favourite second. In race 2, Stay Afloat, successful at 7-4 on. Gary Clark, the first of a double. She may go to Adelaide now for a $30,000 race on Cup Day. In the third, Above Deck and Square Deal were the two. Square Deal was the favourite at 7-4.
Square Deal being tackled by Above Deck, and they've got away from Venuzia at the 200. Square Deal ahead in front. Above Deck's drawn level. It's stride for stride. Square Deal's fighting Above Deck off. There's not much in it. Above Deck goes to Square Deal. They're going to hit it locked together. Above Deck on the outside and Square Deal. I reckon maybe Above Deck a nose. 3 lengths to Cindy's Appeal and Venuzia.
Yes, Above Deck got there, a double for Gary Clark, and as I said, he now goes for the size in Adelaide. In race 4, to raise pain on Flying Eskimo, well back to win at 4-1. Hall strong and improving performance. The 5th, Rock and Rhythm, looked home, 7-4 to evens. Painted Shoes bloused it right on the line, Bart Cummings and Craig Dinn. Race 6, Harry was at his absolute best on Dandy Andy.
Captain Bay going for a run, Nakundra joining in, then Alternate and Globetrotter. It's Dandy Andy about a neck in front of All Spades. Harry's had to go for the whip, but Dandy Andy finds a bit. Behind them, Alternate, All Spades, Dandy Andy. Dandy Andy a nose in front, All Spades comes at him above of the head. Dandy Andy, I reckon, a half head to All Spades and 2 lengths Alternate.
Yes, Dandy Andy got there. A 3-year-old won it again, just like last year when Jewel Planet successful. In race 7, Simon Marshall on Scott's Lane, the favourite at 15-8. Another big finish in race 8, Gauchi on Karonga Miss.
300 to go, Amanda Pink in front, Silver Stitch going for a run. Mrs. Mannering and out wide, Karonga Miss. Daily Spirit can't get through. Mrs. Mannering took the lead from Karonga Miss with 100 to go. Mrs. Mannering about a neck to a half in front of Karonga Miss. Marshall riding hard. They hit it. Karonga Miss comes at Mrs. Mannering and might have got up. Third placing Miss Munda, then Miss Hot Water.
Getting up there on the line, it was Karonga Miss at 25s, paying $20. In the last Springfield lad, Gary Willits at 5s. I thought Byfleet was worth following. Wait for it over a bit extra ground. At Caulfield, 7, 8, 1, 7, 346.50 for the quaddie. Daily double 8 and 12, 141.20. Extra on 3 and 7, $15.50. Well, it's Easter time. That means Great Eastern Steeple at Oakbank in South Australia. 70,000 people in attendance. And a full brother to one of the best horses in Australasia. The horse, a bit like it, its full brother today, won the Great Eastern Spring Fortune.
Set to go, they're off and running. New Harker down near the inside region, Cosbar, and Lecopolis away very smartly.
New Zealand trainer Kevin Myers today deserved a change of luck. On Saturday, his hopes of a $100,000 bonus were dashed, and another one of his runners, Balkan King, was killed in the Von Duser. Today, Myers saddled up the favourite in the Great Eastern Spring Fortune. Some of the runners didn't even make it round the first lap of the gruelling 4,950-metre event. While runners were falling all around him, jockey Steve Jenkins had the favourite beautifully positioned in second place behind the leader, Red Rotai. Jenkins explained later that he'd won the race with some difficulty.
He was going that easy at the top of the hill. I jumped the one at the top and he changed stride and he ran into the running rail, and I thought nothing of it. Next minute I've got no iron, so I had to put my foot through the leather because otherwise I'd have just fallen off.
And luckily he didn't, because it was 3-1 favourite and looks a good chance now at Warrnambool. Red Roty second and Turriff in third placing. OK, from racing to another form of racing, and Rob Deacon...
As Produce, the big race of the day, and the favourite was the Golden Slipper winner, Marauding.
And the leader is Snippets, about a length on Marauding. Wider out third is Raise the Banner. Very deep out is Flotilla, followed on the inside next by Lygon Arms and Prince Anton. Straightening up, 350 left to go. Snippets in front, Marauding coming at him. Flotilla's running a good race. Lygon Arms getting up on the inside. And further out is Omnicore and Mighty Willem. Marauding chasing Snippets. Snippets a half length on Marauding, struggling to reach him. And Peter Cook accelerates on Snippets. And Snippets has raced away from Sky Chase and Marauding. And Snippets wins the sires. Snippets has beaten Sky Chase and Marauding.
And Snippets started at 9-1, Sky Chase 11-2, and Marauding was the warm favourite in the event. Queen Elizabeth Stakes, most people thought a walkover for our Waverley Star.
500 coming onto the corner, and the Queen Elizabeth, Randwick Stakes and Beelbanger are just leading Eau de Toile. A length and a half away third is Our Waverley Star. Now, Royal Scepter's gone past Our Waverley Star, and then comes Limitless. Now, Our Waverley Star's become well and truly snookered, and as they race to the 300 metres, here's Limitless down about 5 off the inside rail, grabbing Royal Scepter. Our Waverley Star goes 6 wide to try and get a run. Dinky Flyer comes into it. Our Waverley Star, forget it. Limitless taken on by Dinky Flyer. Limitless still in front. Dinky Flyer's closing the gap, and heads are up and down on the line.
Dinky Flyer got it at 6s, and the unplaced favourite Our Waverley Star at 9 to 2 on. Now the double in Sydney for 6 and 5, $24.10. And the quadrilla 2, 3, 6 and 5, $2,978.30. Well, here in Melbourne, we raced at Caulfield, and the main race of the day was the Easter Cup, and the favourite there was Globetrotter.
Trade line headed by All Spades, Dandy Andy joining them, the Cundra alternate. I'm a Red Man and Globetrotter the widest out, and Capstan Bay going for a rails run. In the straight now, Dandy Andy and Nakundra have taken the lead. On the outside of them alternate, Globetrotter struggling, so is I'm a Red Man. Fighting back All Spades with Dandy Andy going stride for stride. Dandy Andy just in front of All Spades, and on the outside now alternate. Dandy Andy a nose in front, All Spades lunging at him on the line. Dandy Andy. I reckon Dandy Andy a nose to All Spades.
Narrow win to Dandy Andy 9 to 2 from All Spades 14s and alternate 8s, Globetrotter the favourite. And although Mrs. Mannering was a drifter, she still started favourite in the second leg.
On the turn into the straight now, and Opaque Gem out wide, Amanda Pink the centre, and Falling Snow the rails the leaders, a length in front of Mrs. Mannering. Karonga Miss, Opaque Gem, Miracle Lasser making runs, Daily Spirit trying to get through the field, Silver Stitch coming home well. Mrs. Mannering got to the lead, but Karonga Miss grabbed it quickly. It's Mrs. Mannering and Karonga Miss clear, are getting clear as Opaque Gem. Mrs. Mannering fighting on strongly on the inside, is just the leader near the line. Mrs. Mannering booted right at Karonga Miss, grabbed her. Right on the line, Karonga Miss has grabbed Mrs. Mannering.
And Karonga Miss 25 to 1, Mrs. Mannering 11 to 4 favourite, Miss Munda at 9 to 1. Now the double, 8 and 12, paid $141.20, and the quadrilla 7, 8, 1 and 7, $346.50. Well, in Adelaide today, the feature event of a great day's racing was the Great Eastern Steeplechase. In steeple tradition, it was a race full of interest with what turned out to be an easy win for Spring Fortune from Red Roti, with Tariff in third placing.
New Harker won the start from Region, but Lycopolis was into the lead at the second jump. Lycopolis held on to the sixth jump, but Contract was nicely positioned in the field. Lycopolis then took off wide and missed the next jump altogether, allowing Contract to take the lead. But further back in the field, Drama.
Cosbar getting onto the heels of Duke of Cumberland, nearly fell on the flat. The rider is hanging on grimly. He's been buffeted again by Lazy River. He's been tipped out. Oh, he did.
Sir Springoff took the lead down the straight in an action-packed steeple, only to be challenged by Red Roti. Then it was the heavily fancied Contract that got into trouble.
I think Contract is bolting at this stage. No, he's pulled into the outside. There's something amiss. He's gone amiss with his gear. Then
the last circuit of the Oakbank course, and it was Region that made a big run until the top weight found the going just too hard. Into the straight for the last time, and it was a race in two.
Here's the last one. It's a dandy jump by Spring Fortune. He's got the Great Eastern parcelled up. He's coming away now. Red Roti battles on well, a dozen lengths away to Tariff, but what an almighty run. He goes to the line, eased down, and wins by 15 lengths. Spring Fortune wins it easily. Red Roti, a gallant, admirable second. 8 lengths away, third. Tariff just in front, ahead to Region.
And Tom Danaher, Melbourne owner, involved in both the hurdle and steeplechase wins in Adelaide today. Spring Fortune 3's favourite, Red Roti was 9 to 2, and Tariff was 8 to 1. Certainly it was a thrilling day's racing. Greg, coming from the west, do you know a lot about jumping races?
Not a lot. Just it looks like a lot of hard work for everyone concerned, including the commentators.
Well, I tell you, get interested in the jumping races and the football if you want to get through a Melbourne winter.
Football is fine.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill.